2, 1.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. iDiskiTimes.co.za. It is Mamelodi Sundowns 4, Kaizer Chiefs 0 in the Carling knockout. From today, it is Mamelodi Sundowns who go to the next round, plus Richards Bay earlier who defeated Cape Town City in penalties, which means Tso Vilakazi's son was too scared to take a penalty in the shootout. He didn't take a tato take penalties. But yeah, he did play from the second half onwards until the extra time as well. Well done to Richards Bay, well done to Coach Brendan Truter as well. Very dramatic game that we've just watched here. Please subscribe to iDiskiTV as we chase 300,000 subscribers. So, what drama? What drama? Maybe let's start with the fans and what happened there. Describe to someone who didn't watch what happened with the fans. Why did they stop this game multiple times?
Mr. Kunjani
Mr. So-and-so?
Ngibulisa wena, ngibulisa Junior, ngibulisa Justice, ngibulisa Bobo, ngibulisa Machaka, ngibulisa Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Nginibulisa nani emakhaya. Ngicela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Ngizobe njengoba njalo ngijike futhi.
Yes sir.
Mr. Geo, this game, it was a crash game, a very serious crash game, and with some memories amaning, and it just happened ukuthi referee didn't see it well, where he pointed a corner kick kwibhola elhead umvala lephumele ngaphandle, and it nearly caused a serious chaos in the game, where I was even scared ukuthi, if that corner kick will go in, it's going to be a mess. And it happens that it didn't go in, and I said thank you very much, because we say uzobuyisa amanxeba lawa a previous game where everyone thought ukuthi referee robile ilontuzana Chiefs, and yes, there was a goal that Sundowns scored where it wasn't offside, but yeah, Mr. Nkeu, look, this is another second big game in South African football. And it's always going to be like this every time when they play, because, sometimes decision making from the referees, it sometimes create, that environment, atmosphere, right? But look, the referee was not bad today.
Yeah, I was about to ask you a direct question, Uti.
Yeah.
Today, how was his handling of the game?
No, the referee was okay. He's a human being. He made a mistake like anybody else can make a mistake. But other than that, he handled the game very well.
The penalty, the red card.
Well done to the coach. Well done. The penalty was there. You make a contact in the box. If you don't get the ball, that's a foul. It's a penalty. Done. Negotiate. And then no Miguel. I mean, and there was a pool. It's a second yellow card. Done. I don't know whether he thought he was going directly to the poles. That's why he thought of pulling, because
he thinks he's the last man.
Yeah, because I saw Ushalulile, his 10, who was going a bit wide, not directly to the post, a bit wide. So I think he was, allow him to pass in front of you and then go direct to cover the goal post. But yeah, it was just a split-second decision.
Is it justified, the reaction Balandel? Because they had to stop the game multiple times. When Ushugutu party wasn't bad today, I agree with that. It wasn't bad. He actually had a decent game. What I actually feared was that because of the pressure of the fans, he started giving Chiefs some unnecessary... I mean, there were moments where Chiefs is fouling Sundowns players.
Yeah.
He's allowing it to be a play on, because those referees are human beings. He can feel like there's so much tension here that if I say this is a foul by a Chiefs player, there can be some stampede, but were the Chiefs fans justified to think that did they get robbed tonight?
No, Mr. Nkeo, it's let me be honest. And I want people to really understand this and take it in a very correct way, in a good manner. What the supporters they did tonight, it's not right. It's not right. It's not football. We don't need this in football. It doesn't put a good picture for our football to the world when we are rated as one of the best league, in Africa. And now, if they see such things in our league, no brand will want to associate themselves with our league. And I hope, our supporters, they need to learn that, if the referee made a mistake, let's find a way of addressing issues about the referee decision.
Be specific. So, which mistake do you think he made?
No, he didn't make. I would say he made a mistake of calling a corner kick where Umvala uyohead a ball. That's a mistake.
That's the only thing that you saw,
That's
though.
the only thing that it did in this game. We went shoulder to shoulder. It's something that can happen to anyone. But the crucial decision that I think for me, he took them and he was correct, was the penalty, was the red card. Done. The rest, for me, it was normal for him to blow the fouls, not to blow the fouls, because sometimes you can see an action in different ways because we're not in the field of play. But for me, well done to the referee. Sundowns, they are up here, Mr. Nkyo, with their game. They are here. And all the teams, they are here. And it's up to Sundowns to keep that level up there because few games, they made everyone to think that no, my Sundowns, they're not far. They're just here because Sundowns, they dropped their standard. So everyone don't think they thought no man Sangayibamba. Like, Stellenbosch beat them,
Yeah.
Polokwane City again. So everyone now thinks good, no man, we can catch them. But tonight they've shown why they are a best team, why they're up there, why they've won the league 7 times. And for me, I'm saying to the coach, you do good. We are here to say, well done, coach. We respect you. You play good football. You do bad, we'll come again and tell you, no, coach, this time around didn't see it well. But tonight, in all the departments,
There was only one winner.
in all the departments, Sundowns was superior. The Chiefs couldn't match them pound to pound. They couldn't match them in a group. They couldn't match them as a team. And well done to Gabuyelo.
Yeah, Coach Nasruddin Nabi, what do you think about him, the way that he handles himself on the bench as well? Of course, you are allowed to lose matches, so we can't be too hard on the coach for losing a game. The same way that when Mangoba Mngoti lost last week, you can't be too hard on them. You're going to lose some games, but I was saying to Machaga that at least put up a fight. And also, when you are overreacting on everything, which is, I don't like North African football, actually, because there's so many things that have nothing to do with football in North Africa that have to do with coaches being emotional, players acting and being emotional and passionate and overly aggressive and over-passionate. What do you think of him, the way that he reacts on the bench, and also even not putting up a fight tonight?
Mr. Gil, football is it's something else. I remember when I was coaching at APC, the referees and the linesmen, they used to call me every now and then to say, go to your bench. Your bench is there. I'll be there, talking to my players right there in the line, going towards the corner flag, talking to them to say, go, take him on and all of that. I do understand sometimes he gets emotional. He's in the game also. He's part of the team. But, the certain things that you don't do is to react where the supporters don't think and believe that your actions are correct. The referee and the opponents, they're doing the wrong thing, and he just needs to be careful. He looks passionate for his team. He looks passionate for his players.
About Bondarenko and about Toleza, they were passionate.
Yes, we act differently. I remember about Coach Alex Ferguson about Kathela Mapotla.
Emotion etukral, babe no suspend and
yes. You see, so that's what I'm saying. Nagabe emotional with the game. We understand he's in the game. He wants to control everything as a coach and wants his team to win. No one wants to go to the field and lose. But now there's actions that he just needs to be careful, that he mustn't act in such a way, in such a manner that, it encourages the supporters to act
it's
widely.
like you are inciting the crowd.
Yeah, they say, as if they would know. You see, that's why I'm fighting. And you guys were quiet. And but he is
Do
passionate.
you think culturally he's going to be able to bridge that gap? Because if you go, just like what's happening with Rulani in North, unayo passion.
Yes,
But
yes.
So there's those cultural differences.
Yes.
Do you think culturally, because Umushin, he was accepted in South African football, Umushin, for as long as he was winning. The moment he was losing those trophies, at Chiefs, at Santos, I remember they suspended him because he took a chair and hit it down and all of that. The moment you don't win and you act like that, South Africans, they have this style of them where they're conservative and they don't want people to swear and they don't want people to do certain things. Do you think it's going to catch up with him? You are like this and you are forgetting about the game and so on.
Yeah, there's one thing about South African people is that one way or another, they will see you. and bazokubona ukuthi no yazini le ngonya le yona yayithanda i-team yethu but la yasikhohlisa and manje ifuna kube thina manje simlulayo emagamini instead of him focusing in his team ama-tactics wakhe ukuthi ama-tactics wakhe kanjani, how he wants the team to play. Because I mean, look at the game itself, Mr. Keo. Chiefs were playing, but I couldn't understand ukuthi bafuna udlala kanjani. You cannot have a player that wants to get a ball from the defense, but my turn ibheka phambili lapha. There's no options because Ublom was available, for the defense to get a ball, but immediately turns, then there's no one. And now there's this boy who's, look, I love to see these young boys playing, but they keep on doing these silly mistakes every game. Do this. I mean, the mistake that Uzwane did, it cost them because that's where the game changed. I mean, he lost that ball in that middle of the park. Ribeiro goes. Blom tried to cover a penalty. Then that's where the game changed.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns move on to the next round of the Carling knockout with Richards Bay. Tomorrow, there's teams like Magesi, Stellenbosch, Marumo Gallants. Magesi is playing against, I think, TS Galaxy. Yeah. So those 4 teams. I suppose Sundowns then is the only remaining big team from this tournament. So the sponsor will be praying that they stay up until the final as well. Because last year, they didn't have big teams in the final, the same tournament, the Carling knockout. So they'll be praying that at least Sundowns stays until the final, because even though they may not fill up the Moses Mabhida Stadium, it will be filled up by Chiefs and Pirates fans going there, neutral fans basically wishing that there's an upset, which is fine in football. You're supposed to do that anyways. It is iDiskiTV, Disc Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.